What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Swing Trade Shaq back at it again for another weekly analysis video for GME. I'm going to be looking up some of my analysis with price predictions for the week coming ahead as we watch the short squeeze unfold. Just a couple things I want to say to start this video off. One, thank you for all the positive feedback and new subs from the last video. Really appreciated it. Motivates me to continue to make content as we try to build this community. So thank you for that. Anyone who's new here, I'm going to be analyzing stocks in the future, making tutorial videos on how to analyze stocks yourself. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to drop a subscribe and join us for all the future content ahead. Another thing I wanted to address was the feedback I received on my last video in regard to the fundamental analysis of GME. I had a lot of people say to me that the earnings report was positive, good sign, bullish sign. I don't know why I said it was subpar. When you look at that earnings report at a stock that's trading at $181 that was previously trading at $5, that earnings report doesn't justify the increase in share price. If you want to look at this in terms of valuation, you know that if we're looking at this based on fundamentals, this is an extremely overvalued company. But that's not what this is all about. This is about the short squeeze. So don't tell me that that earnings report was positive and justifies this price movement, because it doesn't. What people were looking for was guidance. They wanted to see what the company was going to be doing going forward to justify this increase in price. That's why we saw a big share drop, because we didn't get that guidance that a lot of people were expecting. And not everyone has the same risk tolerance. Some people were in this play for the meme, but also wanted to know that there was some sort of underlying expectations in the future. When you're trading the markets, your opinion is one. There's a lot of people with other opinions. Whatever the masses believe is what tends to move the market. So in the case of the earnings report, there was a large number of people that were disappointed. We saw the share drop. In terms of technical analysis, I had a couple people tell me that, oh, technical analysis doesn't apply to GME. And I'll tell you why I disagree with that. If we were looking at GME in January, when it was trading at $30, and people were saying it was going to go to 1,000, it was going to go to 10,000, then I could agree with you, because there's not really much to go based off of. When you look to the left, you don't really see the price trading in this area at any recent time. So if it was here, yes, and I was spitting technical analysis, then yeah, I understand why it's hard to believe that this thing would go to $500. But we're trading in March. We have a lot of price action to the left to help us determine how this stock is going to move in the future. We have confirmation that this stock does respect demand zones. In my last video, I noted this demand zone and that we probably would see a return to this and then a move upwards from there. And what exactly did we see? After the earnings report, we saw a touch of this demand zone. The next day, full retracement of that move. We're moving up. So let's start with the actual analysis now that we have that out of the way. So let's look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, what do we see? A hammer candlestick. What is this? This is a bullish sign that needs to be confirmed. How does this get confirmed? It needs to close at the end of this week above this hammer. That's all I want to see. If we get a gap up above the hammer with a close above it, preferably above this trend line as well, super bullish. We're going to all-time highs, in my opinion. So the weekly does look good. It's turning into a bullish pattern. We just need confirmation in this week coming ahead. So watch out for a gap up above. Watch out for a close above this at the end of the week. Daily chart. What did we see in this week? So we had drawn our wave up, expected our wave 2 to go back to the demand zone, which it did. Received our confirmation here, as on Thursday, we saw a huge up move of 52%, closed above the 50-day moving average, 20-day EMA, and almost the 10-day EMA. Higher volume, so we had a volume spike here, always a bullish sign. Full retracement of the prior move. Friday, day that people tend to take profits, lots of selling usually happens. We still had a close at almost the high of that day, which I very much like. What can we expect to see in this coming week? It is possible that we do see a retest of this zone, depending on how people feel on Monday, if they're bullish about it or not. What I expect to see is a test of this resistance level that's been continually tested, and I want to see a close above this. If we do see a close above this resistance level with good volume, I believe we will see a break of this trend line, and we're on our way to the moon. When we look at the lower time frames, everything is forming and looking like it's going to respect the wave pattern that I had mapped out previously. So we do have our engulfing, not a true engulfing candlestick, but pretty much one on the 4 hour. It engulfed 2 candlesticks, which is very bullish. Lots of volume coming in. We had our up move, a little bit down, retest of the 50-day MA. What we need to see, and we probably will see, is a gap up, move upwards. We need to break this resistance level and this strong resistance downtrend line. I will continue to make videos throughout the week to follow the price action more closely. But for this week, I am expecting us to see this trend line either tested or broken, but I do believe we will see a break. And if the faster we see that break, the faster we go to all-time highs. So that's my take on GME for the week. I will keep you guys updated. Once again, comment down below if you have any questions, because sometimes I don't get to cover everything in these videos. That's why your feedback is really important, because it helps me engage with you guys and answer your specific questions that I may not have covered in the video. If you enjoyed this video, if you made it to the end, thank you. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.